What's going on, YouTube? Here we are in the beautiful state of Colorado. We stopped over here to check out the Arkansas River on the side of the road. It is absolutely incredible. We want to take y'all along with our adventures. By the way, I'm Brandon.
And I'm Brittany.
And we actually travel full-time in our RV with our 2 dogs. And we'd love to show you the good and the bad of the RV living. But I'll tell you what, today, this is one of the goods. Look at this. I mean, absolutely beautiful, beautiful, in the mountains, down the valley. Doesn't get much better than this.
We don't need a destination, let's go where the river's taking us. Over fields and through the country, letting go of everything but us. Over the rain.
All right, guys, speaking of our home, check it out. So here's our Jeep. We travel the country going off-roading. Tell you more about that later. And here is home. It is a Coachman Murata 35 LS. So it's like 36.5 foot long with 2 slides. I'll give y'all a tour of that another day. But this is how we travel the country full time in our Class A motorhome. And last but not least, here is Nash, and meet the beautiful Kalani. So here we are back in the cockpit now. We are about to take off again. Like I said, we just pulled over to get this beautiful view of the Arkansas River here in Colorado. But definitely stick around, and when we get to the campground, we're gonna go over a couple things with y'all, kind of show y'all where we're headed, where we've been, and what's going on with our life and the RV. Love to show y'all more.
Over the rainbow, if we hold tight, we can chase the Mississippi through the night, hundreds of miles away. The water is warm, let's dip our toes right in and be reborn. I don't know why we'd wait. Grab sunglasses and the atlas, we can prove we're smarter than a phone. Let's go where there's no reception.
Here's the RV set up for us today here in Colorado. We unfortunately don't have a water hookup and don't have sewage hookup out here, so we're just hooked up to electricity, which while we're working full-time is actually not too bad of a thing. I already got the tire covers put on, slides are all out, electricity's all hooked up. Here again is the Jeep. This is our 99 Jeep Wrangler TJ, forceful drive. And check us out on BBOnlyVans, TikTok, and Instagram. We've been there for a little while longer, so we actually have a little bit of a presence, but hopefully for too long we'll have a little idea of what we're doing on YouTube. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so we finally made it out here to the campground. Again, so a little bit about us. We are traveling full-time again. My name is Brandon. I am 36 years old. I work full-time from our RV. My fiance Brittany, she is inside the RV right now. She actually also works full-time from the RV. She is a remote physical therapist. I work for an internet company. We both work Monday through Friday, you know, just a normal job. Neither one of us are made of money or rich or anything, but we both just decided we want to make this lifestyle, so we both found remote jobs and sold everything we owned and bought an RV. So along with that, we also bought our Jeep, so we go off-road to different off-road parks all around the country. It's kind of what our thing, kind of, you know, our hobby. Other than that, though, we like to go hiking and exploring, so we're trying to, you know, start our YouTube channel to show, like, you know, this lifestyle is, it's first thing, you know, it's fun, it's interesting. We always get to do new things and interesting things, but also it's not always easy. There's a lot of ups and downs to this lifestyle. So when you see all these YouTube channels about it, talking about how incredible it is and how amazing it always is, it is, but it's also very hard. It's very challenging. There's a lot of downtimes in it, you know. gas right now, you know, is almost $5 a gallon in places, or over. We actually paid $4.99 yesterday. Sometimes, you know, trying to find places to camp is hard because after COVID, I mean, everybody bought an RV. So a lot of the campgrounds are full a lot of times. So the places you want to stay are not always available. So those are some of the small, you know, little details, along with, you know, the things that break. You know, everybody always talks about it at home. You know, when you buy your first home, you know, all the air conditioner breaks and the, you know, everything is always hot water heaters and everything's always breaking. Well, imagine you're always driving your house. When you're always driving your house, things break a lot more than just a regular house. So, I mean, just in the short time we've been doing it, almost 6 months now, we've been sideswiped by an 18-wheeler, took our mirror off and did a little damage there. We have had the awning break in some super high winds out in New Mexico. The steps have stopped working. The microwave stopped working. The fridge was leaking. We have dogs that's been sick multiple times, trying to find dentist appointments and doctor's appointments and places to go. Those things are hard. And again, it's not for everybody. We wanted to show how it's doable for everybody. Some people might have to work a little harder for, you know, like to build your credit, you know, to be able to get that down payment or to get approved. Some people, you know, have to find jobs or might already have remote jobs, but you know, it's doable by everybody, I say. I know we have a lot of friends now that we've made that they're out there with their kids. I mean, some people have 4, 5, 6 kids, you know, in an RV. A lot of these RVs are built differently. So ours, it has 2 bathrooms, 1 bedroom, but the living room also has a queen size bed. But we see them sometimes have bunk rooms. So, you know, you have an top and bottom bunk, plus you have a bed that goes above the driver's seat and passenger seat. These things sometimes can sleep 12 people. I mean, they're huge. But ours, we love it. We've had it now for, like I said, for about 6 months now. It's we don't know if it's our forever RV. We think we might get another one another day. But for now, I mean, we've actually enjoyed it. We've enjoyed it a whole lot. The Jeep has been incredible. I mean, and that's another thing. The Jeep, I mean, it's broke down the week before we left. It broke. So we had to fix it on the road. We towed it for 2,000 miles broken almost. It's broke again right now. I mean, we definitely, I'm not saying we're super hard on it, but we take it to a lot of off-road parks. So we're not super easy on it. So like whenever it breaks, you know, locating parts. Right now we're having a hard time trying to find a transfer case for it. So when we finally find it, you know, the closest one might be 80 minutes down the road, or I'm sorry, $80 worth of Uber down the road. So if I have to drive, you know, get an Uber, $80 there, $80 back, that's $160 just to get that part for the Jeep. And the same for the RV. Like, you know, if something breaks on the RV, we have to get it fixed. You know, it's not always easy. So I don't want everybody to think that we're just hate it, because we don't by any means. We love it, but it's not easy. So when you hear all these people talk about how great it is all the time, it is awesome. It is an incredible lifestyle. We love it, but there's a lot of down times. There's a lot of hard times. So remember that whenever you start thinking about it. I mean, you know, don't think that it's just going to be all sunshine and rainbows every single day, because if you get in there thinking that, then you might be disappointed. Because for us, we had a lot of hard times that very first week, and we'll go over that in another video. But it's all paid out, and it's all paid off. Like the views that we get, I mean, I don't know if you can see now. I mean, right now, I mean, we're out on a lake with a beautiful mountain background, and it's right outside of our window. So every weekend we wake up in a new spot with a new view. And we started off in Florida. We went all the way up to Indiana, took off to Colorado, went to Moab in the Jeep, came down to New Mexico, then to Texas, turned around from Texas and went back to New Mexico for a little while. We went down to Texas for a wedding. That's the only reason we went down there. It was way too hot. Don't go to Texas in the summer. I'm born and raised there, but it's hot. And now we are back in Colorado again, headed up north. We'll be in Nebraska next weekend, and then a week after that we'll be in South Dakota. So, and sorry I'm moving my hands so much and doing all this, because it's my first YouTube video. I'm getting a little nervous. We do TikTok already, but the YouTube is a totally different experience. So again, want to welcome everybody. You know, definitely we are very excited to take you on our adventures and show you the things that we do, and kind of hopefully inspire some, you know, people to be able to make the choice to be able to do this and show them that it's not impossible. Like, don't think like, you know, oh, I wish I could do that, because you can. We thought that for the longest time. I wish I could do that. And I got tired of living that mentality of I wish I could do that lifestyle. It's not that way. It's let's do it lifestyle, you know. So make the change, and definitely, again, follow us along on our adventure. We're so happy to have all of you here, and we'd love, you know, to take y'all along and show you where we're headed. So thank y'all so much. Love you guys.